5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello. Today we're going to be teaching about how to paint the 3D figurines, and then my student over here is going to do the red cup. Then she's going to paint the red on the shields and white in the center, and then I will go ahead and do the blue one. It's going to be the contrast. It's going to be white in the back and then blue in the center. That way the blue doesn't blend together with background. Then we're going to start with our colors. You are red and then white. You can pour your colors. And normally if you're going to start this professionally, we normally have to apply a base, like a prime, so we can cover the holes on the 3D printing. Then we sand it, and then after that we apply the colors, and then later we can put the varnish on top. But this time we're going to do something simple, at least for beginners, to just apply colors. Okay, then we can go ahead and put our colors on the plate. I will use, I don't know, you want to start with the white one first? We can start with the white one first.
Yeah.
And then yours is in the center, mine is outside. We want to be kind of the opposite on the figures. I will use black, white as well. And then you want to, let me see, kind of brush. I will try to use like a little square brush because it's a big area. And then whenever you need to rinse it, here is your water. I try to make sure that the brushes are a little soft too, not super stiff, and not any hair hanging there. Okay, and I will use my white. You can use whichever color brand you want. I'm using just a white color. Then it's your preference of which brand you use. But they are all good. Then I will use the white. My white is going to be on top and on the bottom of the shield. And don't paint the one with the letters yet. Okay. We may have to do like 2 or 3 layers to make sure the blue from the background doesn't show in between the white. Then first we apply the first layer. If you are too close to the border and then you see that you paint the center, it's okay. We can later use a small brush, okay? Here is your small one. When you are getting too close to the top. Try to spread the color the best that you can without coming out of the line. We're going to let it sit until it dries, then we go to the next one. We will come back later. Okay. Okay, almost done here. Then I will go ahead. You see the contrast? At least you can see now there is a shield there. Then I will go to the next one, is back here. How is yours looking at? Let's see. You went. Yeah. she's doing it white and her cup is white. We won't see it yet until we apply the red one. I know that I passed a little bit, that's okay. I will use water, sorry. I will use water just to kind of clean up outside. Because this is acrylic, while it's not dry, I can correct that part. Okay. You came out, oh, you cannot see yours, that's right. Okay, let's keep working on it. Now I will do the bottom part over here. Okay, you can start with the red one. Yeah, every time that you have a different background color on the cup, yeah, you probably have to put more layers on top. But then whenever she has a white, then you don't see the affect a white color. Then you can probably put one layer on that. But the red one, we will see how it looks whenever she apply it, to see if we need several layers of paint. But mine obviously needs a few more to make it look perfect. Okay, that one is done. Now I come back to this one again, and I will go ahead and paint it a second layer. It should be already dry. Acrylics dry very fast. Okay. Okay, almost there. It's almost covering. I probably need one more to make it look super smooth. Okay, this one now. Okay, that looks nice. Yeah. Now we are going to work the second layer here, or sometimes you can let it sit for a little longer and I can apply the blue, but I think it's kind of ready to do this one. Then before I do the third layer, I will concentrate on the blue, then I will go back to the white. Okay. That's good. The second layer actually looks better over here. Try to make it smooth. Okay, that's pretty good. Now I will go ahead and apply my blue color. Oh. You see yours? Oh, that's beautiful. I like the red color. Okay, now I'm going to do the blue. You can go ahead and show them your red one over here. Put it over here for a little bit. Oh yeah, and you can, whenever you apply the other layer, you can fix that. Okay. Go. And let me start with the blue. And this one is a lighter blue, then at least we will be able to see it. Normally when I paint, I try to go to the same direction, right? Once in a while I move to a different direction to give like another layer, but most of the time I always tell my student, try to go in one direction, so in that way you keep it smooth. And then sometimes when I show the brush, when you are painting, and then if you put like this and then you can see the brush, it's not going like all over, right? And that's why we keep it in one direction. Because you can work to make it smooth and yeah, to make it look a little professional. Let's see. Then now I'm going to start with the other one over here. Okay. On this section, on top of where the white and the blue connects, I'm planning to put blue over here, but I will use a small brush to correct that part that I paint white. And I will use something very careful to put the blue, so it doesn't show like that. For now, I concentrate on just the top. Okay, now I show smooth again. Okay, I will go ahead and do my second layer. You have done only one, right?
No, I'm working on the second one.
A second layer?
Oh, my second.
Oh, the second shield? Okay. And I will go ahead and work on my blue second layer. Okay. If you see any lines of the brush, like it's there right now, and then I try to smooth that because I don't want to show the brush itself. Then I will go to the next shield. Okay. Okay, now I will say I finished with my blue ones, but I'm going to go back to my white one, okay? And I'm going to rinse my brush with water. But I'm going to use, yeah, it's still white, that's right. More white color. Okay. Let me do it. You can touch it to see how dry it is. I would say we can wait a little bit. It still felt kind of sticky. And let's wait a little bit to dry so we can apply the last layer. Okay. While I'm waiting for the white again, on this one with the letters, I'm going to paint it white, all the background. But the letters, I will leave it that color. I just want to make sure the white one are really dry before I touch it again. Okay, let's see. This one is a little harder because we have a layer over here and I have to go careful to go all around the letter. Then that's why I'm trying to go slow on this one, on the letter. The one with the letter I'm painting, I have to go all around. Yeah. This one I cannot apply the rule of trying to put the one direction because it's like curve and everything, but I try my best to keep it in one direction. At least that's my style. Maybe someone else do it a different way, but that's what I try to do. I probably pass a little bit. I will use the water. If you pass outside the shield like that, I can go ahead. You can go ahead with water, kind of rinse it and clean it like that. Okay. Sorry, I need to go around to be able to see my letter. I may need a smaller brush to go close to the border there. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean the outside before this one is not mine. Before it dries, it's better to clean it when it's wet. I take the extra water out of there. Then the same thing around here. Okay, remove that extra water. There you go. That's my tea. Now yours is going to be red, that around the tea, okay? And if you want to use a small brush to go very careful around the tea, that's good. Let's see, you already painted your red. Over here, I can see that you have some red on the white part. Then I will apply water there, so before it stains. Probably it's already dry. We may have to color white to cover that part, okay? Did you see that red? Put your color on top, white, just to cover that. And the same thing around here. So in that way we don't have red color on the white part. Dry it a little bit with paper because I put some water. So because you're going to put it white, right? Yeah. Then I am going to go back to my white on these shields. It's my third layer. Then after we finish that third layer,
Someone is at the front door.
after we finish that third layer, then we pretty much will do the same thing for the other ones, but it looks way better whenever it has more layers. You see, it looks a lot like it's completely white now. And then we will do the other.
Hey, how's it going? Hi. So
Okay.
much stuff going on right now.
Now,
What do? You have the knocking?
Yeah, I heard the knocking, yeah.
Hey, where's she at?
okay, we go ahead and
There you go.
pretty much we will apply the same thing to all the other ones. And then the same thing with the background white. And then this one I will apply, I probably wouldn't apply another blue. But this is going to be the way that it's going to look at the final decoration. And then hers, can I borrow yours a little bit? Hers, she will apply more red to make it more smooth. And then after that, the red background over here. And then it should be finalized after that. Okay? Well, see you at the next show.